Hello, I am Samuel Fletcher, the Director of Manna Students, and I'm here to share with you some stories of some key individuals in biblical history. We taught this series called Set Apart that our student leaders developed in our student site group a month ago, and it went over so well that I wanted to share these stories with you. Over the next 6 days, I'm going to be sharing with you what it means to truly be set apart. This week, we're going to focus on one of the most important biblical figures in the Bible, and perhaps the most important character in the Old Testament, Moses. We all remember Moses as the leader of the nation of Israel before they went into the Promised Land, and we all remember him receiving the 10 Commandments from God. We remember Moses leading the people out of Egypt. He parted the Red Sea. He turned the river Nile into a river of blood, and he had such a close relationship with God that it was described as if it were as a man talking to a friend. He and God were that close. But I want to talk about a very different Moses. Not Moses the leader, not Moses the friend of God, but Moses the lowly shepherd. To provide context to this story, Moses is a defeated man. He gets run out of Egypt because he murders a man. So he escapes to Midian to become a shepherd of sheep that are not his own. He's actually shepherding his father-in-law's sheep. And in that day and age, being a shepherd in an Egyptian's eyes is about the lowest job one can have. And to make things worse, he doesn't even own them. Moses has gone from a prince in the most powerful kingdom on earth to a reject of the empire. So Moses works a dead-end job for 40 years until suddenly he meets God, who is concealed in a burning bush. And Moses gets the commissioning of a leader, even though on the outside, and even to Moses himself, he doesn't seem ready to walk into it. The Lord said to Moses in Exodus chapter 3, verses 7 through 8 and 10, I have indeed seen the misery of my people in Egypt. I have heard them crying out because of their slave drivers, and I am concerned about their suffering. So I have come down to rescue them from the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land into a good and spacious land, a land flowing with milk and honey. So now, go. I'm sending you to Pharaoh to bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt. I have 2 things to point out, then I want to challenge you. Number 1, you don't have to look like a leader to be a leader. Your place in society doesn't matter. All that matters is that God has given you a mandate to go, and He has given that mandate. Number 2, Moses didn't seem ready because he really wasn't ready. The truth is, none of us are. But God is the divine shepherd. He's not looking for you to have all the answers or to have everything figured out. He just wants you to go. So here's the challenge. Go. Lead. Walk into your calling. Maybe you feel like you can make a difference if you were more eloquent. Moses had a stutter. Maybe you feel like you can make an impact if you were younger. Moses was 80. What if you feel like you're too young? We'll get into that tomorrow. All you need to be qualified is already within you, because those who are sent are set apart to go, and God will do the rest. I'll see you tomorrow.